Hi, welcome back to Leroy Scott TV. I am Leroy Scott, your real relationship coach. I want to thank you guys for following me on Facebook and following me on Twitter. I know you're enjoying the post. I'm getting some really cool feedback. Listen, I want to play a quick game with you real quick because what I learned about relationships is that I wish it didn't happen, but it does, right? So this is what I've learned, that couples have a tendency to play hide and seek throughout the course of their relationship. What do I mean by that? You know, in Genesis, in Genesis, God says that at some point in Adam and Eve's relationship, that they were naked and they were unashamed. And then right after the fall, what happens to them not being ashamed, they actually begin to hide themselves with fig leaves. Couples do the same thing in their relationships today. And I want to help you by playing this really cool game. You're going to love it because I want to help you understand why they play hide and seek and how they can begin to start communicating so they don't have to hide things that they're ashamed of. Because remember, God is calling you to a covenant relationship. He's calling you to be one flesh, and he's calling you so that you may leave and cleave and be in a covenant relationship with your partner, and so that in that relationship there is complete and total vulnerability. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, well, should I tell my partner everything about myself? Absolutely. The Bible says that Adam knew Eve and she conceived. Literally, what couples need to understand is that it's not dangerous to share your history and your past with your partner. What is dangerous is not to, because your partner can never meet those needs in your life if they really don't know what those needs are. So couples have a tendency to give a little bit and then they take a little bit. They give you a little bit of information about themselves and then they hold back on some things. And every now and then there's some skeletons in the closet that they just don't want you to know. But as that relationship evolves, those things will start coming out. I want to tell you that those skeletons are going to come out of your closet whether you want them to or not, because you've entered into something that is totally spiritual. And God is going to begin to draw those things out in that relationship because it's the most intimate relationship in your life. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get an index card. You and your partner get an index card. And on one side of the card, I want you to write your deepest embarrassment. That's right, your deepest embarrassment, whatever it is. Maybe you've never shared it with anybody before, and I want you to write it down. Now, you've got to trust that your partner is going to be able to receive it because it could get really difficult to hear some information that you've never heard before. But what is the thing in your life that has deeply wounded you or made you deeply embarrassed that you are so ashamed to share with anybody and probably never even share with your partner? And then on the other side of the card, what I want you to do is I want you to write down the things you did in your life to hide that embarrassment. Just write it down. The things I did in my life to hide that embarrassment or cover that shame. Now what I want you to do is I want you to turn to your partner, and I only want you to read the second side of your card. I want you to tell your partner, just read out to your partner the things you did to hide the embarrassment. Read it over and over again. And then I want you to ask your partner, what do they think that embarrassment is? And just let them guess. See, once you begin to tell them how you hide those things, it's going to help them to understand how you hide from them and give them the opportunity to guess or to think about things in your life that you may have never shared. Listen, once you do this, I promise you, it's going to open up opportunities for conversation. It's going to open up opportunities for empathy and all of the great things that are necessary for a healthy relationship. Remember, couples hide and seek, and they play hide and seek all the time, but you don't have to anymore. Thank you for tuning in to Leroy Scott TV, and we'll see you next time. God bless.